Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in for the October Global Leadership Meeting for Millennials in Travel. I'm Monica, Director of Operations, and we've got several of our managers in attendance today, including somebody new that has just joined our team. Abby, I know you're there and you can't be on camera because you're traveling at the moment, but do you want to just unmute and say hello to everyone?
Hi, everybody. Sorry, we just rolled up in our driveway because we were driving back from Virginia today. But
No
it's good to
problem.
meet everybody. Sorry you can't see me in person. It's a little dark here. And I'm also sick, so I sound like a frog. I'm so I got a little
No
ill
problem.
over the weekend too. So
Oh gosh, well, you've had
sorry.
a crazy few days. Abby is based in Charleston and had to evacuate with the storm that came. But she has just joined our team as
Yes, it's been a fun weekend.
our, yeah, it sounds like it. Dodging hurricanes, getting sick, just your typical weekend. Abby has joined our team as Exclusive FAM's co-manager. So together with Kim, they're going to dominate and rock our FAM's program. We've got a lot actually coming down the pipeline for 2023. So it definitely requires two people in that position to manage the workload. So we're super excited for you to join the team, Abby. Thanks. And thanks for tuning in today to listen in.
Excited to be a part of the team.
Yeah. And I know we have a call tomorrow. We're going to dive into
Yes.
FAMs. But let me just quickly go through a couple of things here. So quick chapter updates. As you know, we've got 9 active chapters, 7 with 2 in the pipeline for a launch. Phoenix, Los Angeles, San Diego, Chicago, Vancouver, Charleston, and New York. And then Miami launch, which was scheduled for October, unfortunately is being postponed. The hosts, they changed their mind. So we're still working on a few different opportunities there. We've got Tourism Australia wanting to host an event in November. So we might position that as a soft launch event in partnership with Tourism Australia, and then a bigger launch event later, probably later in November or early December. And then the Nashville launch plan is coming together, and they still have scheduled that for November. We've got a full team in Nashville. You won't see them on the website quite yet because I'm still collecting bios and headshots, but once we have all of that, we'll activate that landing page, and Nashville will be active as of this November. Actually, the page will be active before then, but the chapter launch will be November. In terms of our leadership team right now, I'm only seeking 2 people for the Miami team. So our chapter officer teams are full and doing well. We're just looking for an officer of events and an officer of communications for Miami. We're also searching for a technology manager and a digital content manager. If you know anybody interested in getting involved, you can send them my way.
Mom, can you just elaborate on like what digital content is?
Why don't you do that, Josh?
Sure. Essentially, I guess the content that we're putting out there. So the newsletter is probably the primary responsibility, and that is monthly through input of a lot of different managers or officers or directors. And then would like to start getting back into our blog. I think there's a lot of content that we can acquire, not necessarily written by us, but curated by us, and then also just edited and promoted through us. So I think if you know people who enjoy writing, or I guess it's also a little bit of a project management role, but they love writing. That's kind of what we're looking for.
Yeah. It's also a great skill to learn because that person's responsible in creating a newsletter. And so maybe if that's something that, someone is wanting to like kind of define those skills in terms of, their marketing abilities, it's a good opportunity. All right. And jumping to events, I know that Amberly couldn't be with us today. She's just joined as our events manager, and we'll be doing a proper onboarding this month. And then I know she'll be on the meeting next week. She had to just pause on the onboarding to take care of some personal things, but she'll be rejoining this month. Just a quick event recap. We had a really great event on September 14th with the Vancouver chapter. It was hosted by the Palm Springs Tourism Board, and they did a cocktail wars, like cocktail making competition. So that was really fun. They had a good turnout. I think they had 25 or 28 attendees. it was limited in numbers, so that was a good turnout for them. September 21st, there was a San Diego event scheduled, but that has been postponed until February. And then October 1st, we had a really great event in Los Angeles. I don't think anyone on this call attended, but Nick sent a really detailed report today. They had 23 attendees at Terranea doing a beach cleanup together, and then they had a really great lunch, and they even got a surprise visit from the resort falconry, if you call it the falconer, which I didn't know they had at Terranea, so that was pretty fun. So it was a good event. And Natalie, I know that you've received the like recap and pictures in case we'd like to use that for social media.
Yes, I saw that. And I actually, I had posted right before I saw your email, just a quick recap with one of the members' photos, but
awesome.
just to be like in real time. But yeah, that was perfect what you sent over, and I can use that in the future. So that was great. Thank you.
Okay, great.
I just used some of the photos that we were tagged in. They were people.
That's great.
Were tagging us in a ton. Someone put a reel together. So it was really good to
I
see
love
all
it.
of that.
I know. I think maybe that was Diego or yeah, it was great. It was a good turnout. There was some good posts on Saturday. Great. So upcoming events we have planned include Charleston, October 12th, New York, October 13th, a Los Angeles fall networking event. The invite for that is going out tomorrow. So that just came together last minute at the Dream Hollywood. That's on October 25th. We also have, Josh, I need to chat with you when you have a moment about pending events at the Signature Conference and at USTOA for November. And already on the calendar, Phoenix has a December event planned for December 1st. That's going to be their holiday event. And Los Angeles is having their holiday party, which will have a philanthropy component on December 14th. So come to LA if you're not in LA and join the event. I know it coincides that same week with the Prost holiday party as well. So hopefully
Where is
our
the
other
one on the
chapters,
14th?
December 14th, it's at the WeHo edition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have like discounted rates or anything like that?
That's a good question. Let me check with Nick and then have him ask Diego. They might be able to offer something. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, or if not, maybe there's another hotel that would want to offer something. Yeah, because I know a lot of people. I think a lot of people will be in town that week anyway, since it's the Prost holiday party that week. So should help. That's why I'm gonna get it. It's already on the website calendar, and we want to include it in the newsletter and like keep promoting it. Okay, let's see here. Next up. FAMs. So again, Abby has just joined the team. So welcome again, Abby. Kim, I know that you just got back from a trip and are getting on top of things. And the three of us have a call scheduled tomorrow to really take a deep dive. Not sure if Kim, you want to share anything at this time, or if you want me to just kind of give a quick update.
Yeah, not a lot to share at this point. So yeah, I'll defer to you on that.
Yeah, no problem. So we had the Virgin Voyages FAM scheduled for September. I believe everything went well. I haven't heard anything, so no news is good news. I'm going to follow up with Lindsay and Sabrina at Virgin today to find out. Sorry, I don't know if you've heard anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, from what I saw on my end, like no one ever really popped up with questions other than the first day of like, where are we meeting? And then after that, it seemed pretty self-sufficient and everyone was just coordinating to go do things and have a good time. So it looked like
good.
Well,
yeah, Star was managing
anything. So
Star was managing the FAM WhatsApp group from afar. So thanks for doing that, Star.
I've seen a lot of hashtags on Instagram as well.
Yeah, there's been some great photos. So, and I know Natalie's been sharing those.
I was going to say, I was also going to sign up right now to do another takeover for tomorrow because I got like a ton more pictures in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, just coordinate that with Natalie and make sure that there isn't any conflict.
Yeah, you're good to go, Star.
Okay, cool.
I don't have anything going up tomorrow. So feel free to post more stories. I think that's
great.
I reshared one
Tuesday, but that won't
today.
be on Instagram, right? Are you still doing the team member Tuesday?
Yes, but it'll just, I typically just do like the in-feed post and then I'll reshare to the stories, but I'll just make sure that, I'll wait for you to do, if you want to post in the morning, Star, I can do that in the afternoon. So feel free to take over the stories then.
Cool. Sounds good.
Cool. Thanks. I am excited to see more pictures. That last one you posted of someone getting a tattoo, that wasn't someone in our group, was it?
Don't know. They never sent it. So I was like, I didn't want to be like, is this you getting the tattoo?
I still can't believe that there's a tattoo parlor on the cruise ship, but it's pretty cool. All right. Thanks. Thanks for your help with that, Star. Just so everyone knows, the Switzerland FAM is still happening, but we didn't get the number of applicants we were hoping for. I think just it was timing. It was a bit last minute for people. So we have 4 participants from Millennials in Travel that are going on the Switzerland FAM, and then they're going to kind of offset with a couple other advisors that they had, that Tourism Switzerland had in the pipeline for our FAM. So it's going to still happen. There's still going to be some great content coming from that. So keep your eyes out for that, and we'll still probably do a post, after the fact with some content from it. Also, Kim and Abby and I will meet tomorrow to discuss plans for the Vancouver Whistler FAM, if that's still going to happen this year, the Penant FAM, and then we've got a full schedule of 2023 FAMs to start scheduling, which will be exciting.
Can we just touch base on any potential concerns for the amount of FAMs, or like we obviously had to kind of modify Sri Lanka, Switzerland.
I think, honestly, I mean, in my opinion, and Kim might have some comments on this too, I think it's just a matter of, I think it's a weird time right now, like timing wise. People are either really busy or they've already planned the next few months. And so I think it just comes down to, we have to get the FAMs out earlier. Like we already have all the details for a January FAM. And so I want to have that out by like the end of this month and really start to get those out at least like 90 days prior. So that people can start planning. I honestly think that that's the issue. And I think that's the issue with Switzerland, like Switzerland and Sri Lanka. So many people were like, wow, this is a great FAM. I wish I could do it, but I'm already booked or I have a conflict.
Okay, well then why don't we, like, in the future, because obviously I think we've been saying yes to,
we've just been saying yes to anything,
any opportunities that come, and but we're getting into these positions where we're like having to cancel them and whatnot. And so I think, like, if we cannot announce it 90 days prior, like it's just not going to happen.
That's my thought process.
We spend a lot of time, energy, and work in this, and if we then have to, like, turn it back over and to say, okay, well, we've helped fill their spots, like we're doing work for free, and we're just spinning our wheels.
Exactly. No,
we need to be more like
agree.
We need to be more like, firm,
strategic,
on like 90 days. Like,
if
it has to be more than 90 days, like from announcement, and if not, like, let's find some time later.
Then we'll do it another time. The Switzerland one, that happened with Sri Lanka, and I was like, well, maybe that was just a fluke, so let's try for Switzerland. And obviously with the seasonality of the destination, it needed to be like October. We couldn't go much later than that. So Christy from the DMC and I agreed to move forward, but we've already said, like, let's plan one for next year with like much more lead time. So after this FAM happens,
we also had those, like, we had those Mexicos last year. Like I think we've had to like cancel 4 FAMs that were great FAMs, and simply because of the timing. So
so Kim and Abby, just something to keep in mind, like we want to be strategic about the destinations. Like I think with Mexico, it was like, I think we did like multiple like Mexico or Caribbean
smarter,
back
not
to back.
harder.
So it's a good thing. Like now we're getting so many opportunities that we can kind of be a little bit more choosy and kind of dictate the direction a little bit more. Whereas before it was like, oh, great, these people want to do a FAM with us, say yes, and let's do it. But now we can, definitely come up with a more strategic plan. And that's what Kim and Abby and I will go over tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I just also don't want to like hurt the brand of us, like, kind of canceling.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, so Star, any updates on the out of office calendar, or any outstanding MOUs that we need to?
I was gonna say, I saw your email about the updates you made to the MOU sheet. So I know that there's like a lot of new people in there. So I'll kind of go through and parse through and follow up on the ones that need to be taken. Cause I did see that we did receive a few, and I'll get those saved and everything. And then for the out of office calendar, I was going to say, Kim, I think I had, like, a couple weeks ago, I emailed you. I know it got a little funky because about asking, like, adding your email as an alternate to your Gmail account. If you have a chance to look at that, that'd be awesome. But if there's anyone else here who's done that before, where you add, like where you have your main Gmail account and then you just add one, like whether it's another work email or personal email, another Gmail account, if that makes sense, to your main one to access Google Docs, let me know, because then I can
I've never done that before.
try and troubleshoot that. Because I know I would ask like you, Monica, or like Josh, but you guys already have access to it, so it wouldn't make sense. It's like I need someone else to like add it from theirs. So that's kind of where I'm hung up, because once that part is figured out, then I can blast it out with like instructions on how to do it.
Can we not have one like login that everybody just uses?
Well, we do have one Gmail login. I mean, we have like our Gmail account.
Right. Not everybody has that password to it though.
Right. So you want to.
But if it was like officers.millennials@gmail.com or something like that, where it's pretty, or managers, or who all are we asking for? Just like
it's just for directors and managers.
Okay, so like leadership.millennials@gmail.com, just a very basic, login.
So just create like a new
we don't need to
Google
put need to put like secret or like confidential stuff on it. I mean, I don't want to add another email, obviously, but
yeah,
I don't know how else to, unless like, did we try Asana and it just still like wasn't working?
Yeah, remember you didn't want to do that because you have to add individual days. Like you have to add everything out as an individual like item each day.
Oh yeah.
So you can't do like a date range. Because the calendar in Asana is set up for like tasks, right? So like if you put like Josh in Cape Town on October 3rd, like you can't put a task for like October 3rd to the 10th, you have to,
Have we, okay, maybe I'll look into, maybe there's something that we're missing in Asana. It seems like it would be weird that Asana didn't have something available for that.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, you can look, but we tried that and then you said that's not going to work. We should do a Google Calendar. And then I tried doing that, but I'm not very tech savvy. So I made Star do it.
In theory, it's super easy, but again, it's just like, because I can't, I think the easy way to explain it. Like if I can't just send it to like, the LAX chapter email because it's not linked to a Google account.
A Google account.
So I would need, so like each person would need to.
So each person would have to have a Google account and then link their MIT email to their Google account.
Yes. And it is simple. Like once I know that works, then I can just send like the steps to do it.
Well, like what about the issue of FAMs at Millennials in Travel where we have 2 people using that email? Can you?
I'm gonna also look at, I think we can, it's possible that we can, there might be a calendar option within GoDaddy that could work as well.
Okay.
So let me,
Josh, if you could look into that and connect.
Can you task that to me?
Pass what
like
to you?
through that.
Sure. Yes, I will tag you on Asana. All right. Thank you, Star. Anything else? I think that's it. Good. Oh, I sent you a follow-up message in Asana today about a flower order. So just want to make sure it went through.
Got it. Okay. I would take a look at that.
Thanks. Kate can't join us today. She's still traveling. She just had a very long honeymoon and now I think she's doing a quick fam trip, but she'll be back next month. She'll be back actually next week. So I'll ask her to follow up with the membership numbers for the month of September since she couldn't get those to me in time. Exclusive benefits. We have a new exclusive benefits manager, also couldn't join us tonight, but her name is Kristen. We've already had our first consultation call with a potential new benefit. It's called Bounce. It's kind of, I think I mentioned this in the last meeting, but it's places in cities where you can store luggage. So if you have like, an 8-hour layover and you want to store your bags and go to a museum or something, and you don't have a hotel there, maybe you're just taking a train, stopping in a city, whatever it is. There's hundreds of cities around the world, and they're going to give our members a discount to use their services. So she's working on that and then also pursuing other new benefits. Amanda, hi. How are you? Over to you for any updates, professional development.
Not too much. I'm still updating with the job board. There was a little confusion with one of the posts I did, but I know I got with Josh, but I think it got mixed in that we had posted something that the video wasn't edited, but I believe it's going to be reposted. That was for one of the promos I did with Kat. So that's been updated, but I didn't realize that no one was checking that. So it got posted unedited. So I apologize for that, but I know it's gonna be reposted. So that's good.
What
The one I sent, yeah, it was the one that I had sent to you because I didn't realize, well, I had sent a video to be edited and I thought it was already edited. So then when I sent it out to be posted on Instagram, and then I sent it to Kat and she had looked at it and it was the unedited version, but I guess Kristen never saw it. Because the email I sent to you was like an email I sent out like a while ago to edit it because I didn't know how to edit it.
The Cat one is actually on our Instagram. I mean, not on our Instagram, our YouTube channel.
Yes, and I believe that one's now the edited one because I know when it was first posted, it wasn't edited.
Oh, I don't.
But when I sent it out for for Justin to do, I didn't realize that he never edited. Gotcha. Then he never responded, but then I didn't realize that he had left. So then it kind of fell through the cracks. And but I believe
on the upcoming romance travel forum, there's a link to our YouTube channel on there. Okay. So like the Millennials in Travel, that one has like kind of our past virtual events that we did during COVID. It has our promo video, and it does have the Habitats by Cat introduction on there as well. So I see there's been one view. I mean, but I suspect more people might be checking it out after this romance travel forum. Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, I liked how those videos were and doing that, like with the promo with it. I'm just not good at editing it. When I did the call with her and we did the video and recorded it, we had a couple.
No, it's fine. It's pretty easy to edit.
Okay.
Videos.
I can get a quick tutorial and I'm happy to figure it out. I just didn't know at the beginning, but I thought it was good to have the video with it because it was a little blurb and a better way to blast on the social media.
You had kind of mentioned like maybe reintroducing that as in like the newsletter. Is that something that you want to do? Because then we can link that video.
To our YouTube.
That's been edited as well in the newsletter.
Yeah, I think we should. I can put it in Sana under newsletter suggestion.
Okay, and I know Kat was posting it as well on her end too.
So does Kat have the edited link on our YouTube channel of it?
I'm not sure if she has the new one. I sent her an email that it was getting updated to resend, so I can send her an email to let her know that it's now the updated one.
Okay, I don't know where it was.
We did a blurb. Yeah, the first one we did was a longer one that was like talking about the company, and then I did another one with.
Where is that hosted though?
I did it in the Zoom account.
No, I'm sorry. Where can other people see it?
So I know that we were posting it was on Instagram, and then I believe it was supposed to go to another platform too. Okay. But I know it was definitely on Instagram because I saw it on there.
Okay.
And then I believe we were going to put in the newsletter.
We'll put it in the upcoming newsletter.
Okay.
I know we already mentioned it, but we'll put embed the video. Mon, I already started the newsletter for October as well.
Yeah, I saw that. I put more suggestions in, so I'll add that to newsletter suggestions. And then are you saying we should do additional posts too? Should we schedule those?
I mean, we could. Okay. Yeah. I was just thinking that it was kind of nice to have that extra little video with it, especially if we had like a new membership, just as another way to promote it than just saying, oh, we have this percentage off. It also had like a little blur because it was her talking about, what her company was. And I thought it was a good concept to do that.
Yeah.
Especially for new companies that people might not know about. So it's like, yes, we have this promo, but then now, especially on like social media platforms or in the newsletter, we'd have that little extra blurb for them talking about it too.
Let's drive all traffic to our YouTube channel, which has the edited video.
Okay.
Okay. And is that link and like a blurb? Do you have that in Asana, Amanda? Like under a task for this?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it was in the email, but I'll make sure that it was in Asana too, and then make
Okay.
sure it's the right one.
Okay. Anything else? Anything like what happened with the Travel Institute thing?
So I still never heard back from Patty with an update of any tracking.
Weird.
I don't know why. I sent a message to another contact that I was dealing with as well, but I haven't heard back. I sent a follow-up again, so I'm not sure if there's another contact because I wanted to see if she could be able to track those using that promo code that we had. But
yeah, they're using a promo code. She should be able to. Yeah, and
yeah,
I
and
think
that's
we
what I
did some
thought.
recent social posts, and it was in our newsletter. But
I'm just not sure why I haven't heard back.
okay, well, that is what it is.
But I'll keep pestering.
But maybe we want to just for social media, kind of jumping ahead here, but just so everybody knows, Natalie, who had to leave the call early, she's now managing social media as well as media relations. So we're making our social media, we're putting a little more strategy behind it, and like kind of regularly scheduled themes, and she's developing a whole strategy, and she's very good at this. And so we're going to see hopefully more powerful social media and like more impactful social media presence. So that's why I'm just wondering if we want to maybe think about another round of social media for the Travel Institute as well.
Yeah,
I don't think it hurts to post things more than once because, odds are some people don't see it the first time, and
we're confident that discount code works.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
I mean, have we tried it?
Have we beta tested?
I only say that because they're.
I can try it and find out.
Okay, let's just make sure. Yeah.
And then I've been trying to look for other.
They're not the best with technology as an organization, and so I don't want to like direct members or something, and then because it's just going to then result in like us getting emails of like code doesn't work, and we're like, oh, let's get a hold of them. Oh, they're unresponsive. Oh, like it's just
I can try it and make sure that it populates and there's no error. I can definitely make sure that works.
Cool.
I know she had updated it for the extension for it, so how long it was going for. So, but I can definitely do a little beta test to make sure it's not a dead promo code, that there's any issues with it. And then the other thing that I was just looking at with some other jobs, we're also going with social media to try and pick some jobs, especially new ones, to send in to put on social media. So then it's just another platform to put on there. So I don't know if that's like, if we could do, depending upon how new job things come in, like a once a week or, once a month, to be able to just like put out a job post on a social media platform like Instagram or what have you.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'll show you guys in just a moment. I'll share my screen and show you how to tag that in Asana now. So Natalie sees it because we kind of created another little procedure to make it much easier. You can also just tag her in, the task in Asana as well. But
Mom, can you also show the job page, how, because I kind of expanded it?
Yeah. Let me go to that right now and I'll do that. Oh, shoot. 1 second. Yeah, this is a good thing. And so we'll want to, sorry, I can't type today, but it came up like something wrong. Okay. So let me share my screen here. Okay. So everyone see the website? Yes. So if you go under professional development and you look at career opportunities, this is what you want to show, right, Josh? So do you want to explain
how it's been segmented out between some larger travel job boards? So I think I'd love to focus on increasing the job boards. So we're an aggregate of job boards that I think it's less management on our part because they keep those updated. So I think if we continue to focus on not only jobs, but other travel specific job boards,
Yeah.
or larger entities, larger companies that have, many postings, I think we can really grow that.
Okay. Amanda, I will, well, let's see. I'll show you guys here in just a minute what I was going to show you. Well, put it in Asana and then tag social at. Josh, I don't know if you saw Natalie's email about merging the Asana accounts, but I want to make sure that that's.
I sent her the link to how she can request access, and then I sent that to her today.
Okay, perfect. So let me go back to, sorry, Amanda, anything else you want to add?
No, you're fine. I was going to comment that the layout, I liked how the job board looks now.
Yeah.
How you changed it.
Well, and then we can just have Natalie schedule on social media, once every couple of weeks, like check out our job board, and then there's always going to be new opportunities there, so it's still kind of fresh content.
Yeah, and I thought if it was like a new post was going right on the board, then it could also go on social media, so that's like fresh, that's like going on the board, but it's also going on social media, so then it's like if people don't go to the board, then they'll see that. So again, just another presence.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. So digital content, sorry, I need to update this. That position is open. Josh has volunteered. Thanks, Josh, to help keep the newsletter going in the meantime. Please make sure you submit any newsletter suggestions into the task on Asana. If you don't know where that is, let me know. I can show you. It's scheduled to go out October 11th. So please submit everything by as soon as possible, but definitely no later than October 7th, so we can make any last minute additions.
And that includes like random things that you see or read or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just about your position. It could be something that's for the industry insider.
I'm usually just like, when I'm flipping through Apple News, I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. And I'll like email it to myself and then put it in Asana, or just go right into Asana. So it saves a little bit of time in having to like do some research and stuff. Especially the industry insider, like what's new and fresh, and like in 2 days, Newark is no longer considered part of the NYC airport code, which I think is pretty big news. So that'll be in like the next one. Surprise! That'll be in the next newsletter next week.
Perfect. I will. I want to let Josh and Elizabeth speak and share anything. And then at the end, I'll go on to Asana and show anyone, where that newsletter submission task is, and then also how to best assign social media posts to Natalie. But Josh, do you want to share, and Elizabeth?
Caroline's not on this call, is she?
She's not, no.
Okay. I haven't heard from her. I know that we were going to use Switzerland as a catalyst to launch our sustainability and philanthropy, which may or may not happen now because we're not really organizing the FAM anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I know that she was reviewing the webpage and making sure that was all good to go. And again, I've said from the beginning, I don't want to launch a new program until we have banked content in like the 4 to 5 months range of like banked content. Everything's good to go. So it's more turnkey, because eventually things happen and you got to take a break, or, can't focus on something because of work or personal matters. So we need to have banked content. And that's really, I think, important. So that's why I think there's a little bit of a
delay,
a lag.
I know that Christy from Switzerland still plans to like get content like with our 4 participants that are going on the FAM to share, that we'll be able to use. And then LA just had a philanthropy event. They have another philanthropy element coming in December, and Charleston's doing a philanthropy in December as well. So there'll be some things coming, hopefully.
Cool.
Okay, Elizabeth. Hello. I think she's there. She's probably.
Sorry, my phone is freezing. So I'm here. Yeah. Hi. So the next Travel Expo is October 11th. It is romance travel. I just pre-recorded the panel that we did today. So that is off to them. And we have one sign up I'll send out a note again asking for more signups. If not, I have it scheduled so I can fill in for those for the times that if we don't have a full schedule of people, I can certainly jump on. No issue.
Okay. Hopefully we get some of like our officers involved and stuff, because it's good to like, get other people involved.
Is there like an expectation document or anything of like, this is what to expect for your half-hour slot or something?
Yeah, we did 1 hour slots and we didn't do we didn't do an expectation, and I'll tell you why. Because literally every single time we do one of these, it's a totally different experience. So like the All-American one last year was by far the busiest one we did. Absolutely smashed the numbers. This year it was crickets. Right. So we're still learning like what's happening. And then like Europe was very popular. That was our most engaged one earlier this year. So I really don't know, you know, what to even expect. Like you may have 5 people, you may have 0, you may have 25. I just don't know.
Well, I think like as far as their role, like I think maybe some of them are scared that it's like what am I like I don't want to sign up for because I don't know what I'm signing up for. And if it's like it's not that different. Like you answer a couple questions in the chat. And that's it.
Yeah, and I gave a script of what I generally say to people. So the people that did sign up, I gave them a script of like, here's usually what I send, but with the links that I usually send. So, you know, I provided that information to the people that were on. Cool. Yeah. But it is very hard to tell how busy it is going to be. Yeah. And I have to say this last one, the All-American one, I don't feel that they did much promotion at all for it. This romance one, they're doing way more promotion that we can see. So, you know, I don't know if that was just their team was shorthanded and they, you know, didn't put it all in, or they knew it was going to be soft. I don't know. But certainly the romance one, they've started a lot of promotion on it already. So I anticipate that this is going to be a little bit more engagement at this one. But yeah, I'll send out a note again to the officers to see if we can get signups. But like I said, I blocked it out. So I will be back up if we do have slots.
Okay.
And then
I can probably take a slot too if need be. But I think if we can get other people engaged and involved in it, it's good. But as Josh said, when you send out the notes, everyone just say, this is what it is. This is what's involved. And as he said, like some people might be like, oh God, a virtual event. Like I don't have time for that. It's going to be demanding. And it's not. It's really simple. Like I always had it open on one screen and I was like working on another screen. So
and it's nice to have it your volume on because it pings in, right? Like it's a doorbell. So you just toggle back and forth.
So maybe, when you send out the note, just like kind of outline like what people should expect if they sign up to do it. Not necessarily what the outcome's going to be. We can't predict that. If there's going to be 5 people or 500, we don't know, but what to expect, like if they actually sign up, like what are they expected to do?
Yeah, for sure. And then we have one more for the year, and that's in November. So that's November 8th. And that's Europe. That's Europe again. Yeah. So, you know, I'll anticipate that we'll do another panel and then we'll have the sign up sheet go out again for that as we get closer.
Okay. Very cool. Thank you so much.
And then, sorry.
No, go ahead, Josh.
No, I was going to ask you if they're like about a couple of the other shows.
We have not heard back from New York. It's probably time that I follow up with James to see because he was really favorable when I reached out saying, let's see if we can find you a spot. But I haven't heard anything. So let me do some follow up on that. And then the travel and adventure shows, you know, we've kind of been bounced around. I haven't heard, again, it's a little bit radio silent from them. I can retry and see if we can find a new person because I think that they have hired people again. So let me start to fish there again.
One thing, if you see the other panels that are already like published and you see somebody that you know, like Omar Benihani with Jordan Tourism Board usually does a Middle Eastern one. Like we can just be like, hey Omar, who's your contact that's kind of like coordinate all of this? to then maybe find somebody that is responsive.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll look on their sites again. I kind of left it for dead because we were following up for like 6 months and nothing. But I think let's revisit and see what we can find out.
If you don't want us, we don't want you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just, yeah, there's only so many times that I'm like, hello, Bueller. So,
what's the New York event called? Because I know it used to be the New York Times Travel Show, but what is it?
Yeah,
now?
it's
International Travel Show.
Yeah, it's
New
like
York
international something. I have
it. NYITT. Yeah. International. Yeah.
And what? NYITS and YITS.
Something like
Okay. Got it. All right. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Yep, for sure.
Josh, anything else from you?
No, just basically kind of reverting back to that reactive of picking up some loose ends of making sure things don't fall through the cracks.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, if nobody has anything else, I will go ahead and end the recording now. Thank you for joining us, but I'm going to stay on. And for anyone that wants to see this in Asana, like how to assign tasks, you can stay on. But otherwise, thank you all for joining us today.